Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of MechaWill Plays Rocket League. Last time we left off, we crushed some ass and we got crushed. Our asses were not in the best state after the last match. So we're going to get ourselves right back up there and right back in the thicket and enjoy the success of our Rocket League careers, because it will be good. I don't know what the fuck just happened there, but I apologize for it. We're not going to go to the Psionics Forum. Unfortunately, for you, Psionics, your master plan of putting links everywhere on your front page, you see I'm scrolling through 4 different fucking links. What is this little goo thing? I don't know. I get the Twitter bird, makes sense. I get the Facebook F, also makes sense. I get the Reddit alien. It has nothing to do with the word R, Reddit, or anything like that. You know, aliens. I don't know. Maybe you should have called it Alien It. Or maybe could have got a fucking better marketing team. That's my thought. But I'm not hating on you. But also, like, what's the last one? No fucking idea. You could probably talk to some of the younger kids, some of the cooler kids, and they'd be able to, dude, they'd be like, dude, MechaWill, like, what the fuck, man? Like, seriously? Unbelievable. I cannot believe what that man just did. Did you see? Did you see? I refuse to let this happen in my life. Okay, clearly we're playing with a player that's not going to be a great benefit to us. I am going to stay, honestly, I hate to say that. I don't know what's his name? Allahu Akbar? That's either like a slightly like racist Middle Eastern like terrorist reference, or that's like you know, Return of the Jedi, you know, Admiral Akbar reference. I don't know if I'd be disappointed. We're at the first one. I think I'd understand, you know, the kind of crowd that I play with. But also, like the Akbar one, the Admiral Akbar one, I'd probably prefer that a little bit better. Makes you really wonder, you know, did George Lucas, when he was creating those names there, come on, dude, when he was creating those names, do you think that he, like, that was like part of his, did that like come in his mind at all? I doubt it, man. This is back in like the 70s, 80s. He's probably writing it even earlier than that, probably in like the 60s, like the early 60s. Don't you ever wish that you were born in like a different time, man? Yeah, like the 70s. No, I mean like even earlier than that. Yeah, like the early 70s. Brutal Legend, one of my all-time favorite games. You guys want to fuck around with Mr. Tim Schafer, you can say what you want about him. I don't know about his personal life. I don't know about the things that he does. Apparently, the internet is just fucking hating him at the current for the past couple of years for whatever transgressions. I don't give a shit. He created Brutal Legend. He also created some other great games like Grim Fandango and all the other stuff that's come out of Double Fine Studios. But I gotta say, man, if there's one game that I wanted a sequel to so badly, it was Brutal Legend. It ticks off everything that is me. It's fucking Jack Black. Understandable. I listen to Tenacious D all the goddamn time. It ticks off the metal. I listen to metal music on the occasion, but I refuse to say that because it makes me, you know, it pushes me away to the fringes of society and nobody will talk to me anymore. Be like, what's Iron Maiden? I don't know. And then I lose contacts, the business fails, the normal stuff. Oh, did you see that sweet-ass hit? Oh, that would have been a really sweet follow-up if I was actually a good player. Unfortunately, you guys should probably know by now that I'm not. So on the Star Wars, you know, while we're on that little subject right there, you know, we got Rogue One coming up. Something I'm highly excited for. I like the idea that the Star Wars universe is going down. And what I'm saying right now, it's not going to be like a mind-blowing, like, you know, this has probably been said by many people before. People are going to be like, wow, fucking, yeah, you think you're some visionary for saying the things that everybody knows about already? No, I don't think so. But also, Allahu Akbar, you got it. Like, I don't know, man, like, you know, I got to say the things that I say, you know, I believe them, you know. I've been super interested in, like, having them fill out the Star Wars universe. Every time some dude with a Star Wars shirt comes to my store, I'm like, yo, dog, what do you think about Rogue One? And what did you think about The Force Awakens? Now, again, we see that kind of, like, weird, you know, thing that happens with the internet, and it's been happening with, like, you know, The Force Awakens, too. You get, like, a dude that's, like, or you get, like, people that are, like, super hyped for something, like, too hyped. Wow, OMG. You get people that are too hyped for shit, and like, you know, when it comes out, the hype still kind of stays around for like the first couple of like days. The internet moves quickly, you know, days is a long time in the internet. But like, and so like people are like, oh my god, you're the best thing ever. I'll go watch this film like 5 times. That's not like an actual internet voice. That's, I don't know what the fuck that is. I'll be fair with you guys. I didn't know where that came from. But then like, you know, a couple of days later, people like have this like, I don't know, this need to just be like the guy that like fucking destroys people's dreams. So then there's like that one dude. I got this. I got that. Oh baby. There's like that one dude that's like, you know, oh no, you guys are all wrong. This fucking movie sucks. Here's why, and why. Here's the plot holes. Here's the fucking, this color doesn't make sense because, you know, back in the Imperial times, the fucking didn't use blue because it was considered a peasant color. What? And then like, you know, people will be like, okay, yeah, I suppose so. Maybe this movie kind of does suck. And then the other people will be like, no, fuck you. The movie was like great because they're still on their hype crunch. And then like there'll be the people in the middle that are like, well, you know, maybe we should think about this respectfully. And those people get just like, you know, thrown to oblivion because they want, you know, they want to do the right things for society. Welcome to human nature. Human nature. As Michael J. Oh shit! I should have seen that coming. Dirty Base 89. You're a fucking, fuck you, man. Welcome to my world. You, sir, can fuck right off. I was so close, man. Did you see that little tip there? All I had to do was boost it up. That's all that had to happen. I don't know what's going on right now, but I'm going to definitely be defending. I don't have faith in my comrade, unfortunately. I feel like I've been kind of holding down the fort a little bit for this dude. Nope, that's not going to work. Oh, but that definitely did. Well, that was pretty nice. Whoa, baby. Ooh, baby, love you ways. I just want that to be like the theme song for this show without like getting copyright infringed. And just whenever something like this happens, I can like play, you know, like a good 30-second clip of like, oh baby, I love your ways. I wanna be with you. Dude, why do you keep doing that, man? Why do you do that? I fucking hate that when people do that and they're like, the guy that's closest to the end of the goal should be the dude that's guarding the goal. That's just how it's supposed to be. I don't care if your mom told you differently. I don't care if your grandma lived in a different day and age. That's not the fucking point. I refuse to do that anymore with assholes that don't know what they're doing. Also, I'm kind of overreacting a little bit here, but welcome to the fucking crew, man. Whoa, that was almost, they almost handed that to me, man. They almost fucking handed that to me. Dude, do it. I want you to do it. Oh, baby. I don't know if that was going to go in or not. I do see the corner peeking out over there. Dude, check that out. Tactician 8 centered balls, man. I'm all about centering those balls. I tell you what, if they're going off like a little bit to the left, that's a little bit it's a little bit unruly. I like to keep my balls in check. I like to take out a fucking, you know, stethoscope. I don't know what that's used for in terms of balls, but it would be done, and then like, you know, some like twine and like make sure they're all centered. Don't quote me on the stethoscope and twine thing. That's not a thing that people do. I don't think that's like a thing that anybody in humanity has ever done. Well, you know, you say those things, but then honestly, you like take a look at humanity and some of the things, some of the just weird shit that we've done. And you gotta imagine somebody has taken in their lifetime, probably for a sexual purpose, a stethoscope and like a ball of twine and done something with that. I don't, like, it doesn't matter what part of the world it is, doesn't matter what day and age it was. You gotta imagine, like, maybe even, like, the first day and age of people, what's up, Babar? Like, the first time that twine was, like, invented and stethoscopes were around, that people were like, oh, well, let me see if I can, like, stick the stethoscope up my asshole and, like, castrate myself slightly with the twine and then jerk off. This not, like, I don't know. This is just a thought. I'm not sure how that would work. I'm not sure how that would, like, function on a logistical sense, but you gotta think. You know what, Bob? You know, this NBA has been having a really great season right now. You know, DJ Reynolds has been shooting the shots just great. But can I tell you something? You know, do you remember the last time we stuck a stethoscope up our assholes? Yeah. You got to imagine, you know, Bob. You got to imagine that people in these places would definitely, you know, have thought of this, you know, earlier. You got to imagine that. I don't know why I went, you know, off on that little NBA radio, like, let's have some, like, sexually deviant stuff going on. But I got it, like, every time I say that was like, but I gotta tell you, you know, it just makes me sound like a fucking commentator / announcer, and that's not what I am. I mean, I kind of is what I am, but I don't know. But I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, in the news, every day I am. The radio won't even play my jam. 'Cause I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am. Alright, I got this shit. Nope. Alright, dude, what the... Do you see? Okay. Alright, I'm not trying not to have road rage. You know, I was thinking a while ago about different things. About road rage in particular, because I was driving with a little lady friend. And, you know, she seems like the nicest, calmest. She's always like, oh, shit. Ah, fuck. My bad. My bad. I'm sorry for the expletives. Family friendly, I understand. But kids, you gotta understand what these words mean, you know? Whenever somebody scores on you in Rocket League, you're allowed to say that. That's just all I can say. I, like, almost broke my controller there. But, like, you know, she's like the sweetest girl ever. And then I get inside her car. Get out of my house, get into my car. Alright, we fucking deserve that. Because nobody's communicating. I hate this shit. Watch this. Watch this. Watch those guys over there. Mike Hanchemos, shame on you. Shame on me. I'll take the play. Look, I'm not one of those fucking dicks that's like, okay, shame on you. Shame on you. No. No. That is shame on you, Joseph. Oh, Joseph. Fucking shame. Shame on you, Joseph. And shame on you for putting that back in the spotlight, man. You're supposed to take it out of the center, not put it back in there. I gotta say, it's like some people don't even know how to play the game. It's like I'm living in a world of pure imagination. I don't know why it like put me off course there. I don't agree with the physics that I was presented with there. Oh, this is gonna be good. I just thought about that little GIF that went around, the meme for a while. This gonna be good. But also it wasn't, so I don't have any right or respect to use that. So I'm still sitting here with those, like, you know, Denzel Washington, like, movies. Just, I don't know what to do with them. Do I sell them? Do I watch them? Maybe not. Like, no offense, but, like, if I'm really interested in watching a Denzel movie, like, I'll just go to, like, the Middle East and spend, like, maybe 15 hours there, like, putting an American flag outside my window. See how that rolls out. See how that little fucking piece of, see how that little cupcake bakes, you know? See what the fuck happens with that. Alright, not a fan of what's going on. Nobody's guarding the goal. Defending, please. Can we get some defense here? Guys. What the fuck is up? I didn't dedicate my life to this sport for you guys to take it all away from me. If you guys to now have gone and thrown it all away. This is me. This is my right time. I wanna fly now. That was gonna be really cool if I had made that, and I really thought I was going to. Alright, Mike Hanchemos, dude, you missed like every fucking... I can't. Back to that story. This Chiquita, I'm in the car with her, and it's like, she like, yo, but girl, the girl like, this is not how I normally speak about women. Like, she gets in the car and like, you know, you're doing something like, oof. Nice. At least he's fucking working it. And like, the minute something happens, she's just like fucking raging. She's just like raging. And like some dude, because he like was in the wrong like side of the Carl's Jr. parking lot, and she couldn't get out. She had to wait 3 seconds. And then she was like, you know, I'm gonna like massacre this guy if he scratches my car. I'm like, okay, so like we live in a world where like these things are bound to happen. Not everybody is the smartest person in the world. As much as I wish that were the case, I also think you gotta have those dumb people, otherwise you can't have business, you can't have salesmen. You know, honestly, that's the hardcore truth about it. I'm keeping it 100 right now. I'm gonna let you guys know. People in this world are dumb. And statistics say that like a good like 50%, 30 to 50% of you are one of those, you know, less intelligent people. And there's nothing wrong with it, you know. People have other attributes, we come in different shapes and sizes, but unlike your mama told you, everybody's not born equally. Some people are just smarter than others, and those that are smarter, alright, well, Russian A is, that guy's the fucking smartest cookie in the world. Watch this, man. I was coming up to, you know, do my little back thing, and then he makes a different angle. Russian, yeah. Oh, fucking Russian people, man. Let me let me just tell you something, Bob. Let me just tell you something about this situation. You know, I mean, we've been watching this sport for 12 years. You know, said nothing interesting about the sport. In fact, we really just kind of say, you know, words and just see what comes out. You know, Bob. I mean, you know how this runs. It's you know, but you know, let me tell you something. Like, you know, it's gonna be a great season. You know, people are gonna give it 110%. Just let me tell you. You know, when you live in, let me just, you know, I just said 10 words that don't mean anything and would never craft a full sentence, but somehow I have filled up the airtime and I still get paid. I think that's how that works. I feel like I feel like I'm one of those like people that's like kind of on the dumber half, but also I could like figure some stuff out. So like, if I wanted to do a job like that, I probably could. That's like a job. That's like a job for the dumb, smart people. Oh shit, we're dead. We're dead and gone. Reckless Justice 7 just tore us a new fucking asshole. Family friendly show, by the way. You know, feel free to bring in, you know, your Carlitos, your Carlitas, your all the people that you would bring into an Avengers movie. If you happen to be a Hispanic family, you can also bring into my video. And you know, look, man, I hate to be stereotypical, but like also, I think 99% of you understood what I was implying there. If you got a larger family, I've got nothing wrong with like you taking them to a nice PG-13 movie, even if the youngest one happens to be like maybe 6. You just got to understand like if that's like part of your parenting style. And if it is, kudos to you. All the best to how you want to, you know, approach that. But then also, like when you get into something like The Conjuring and you also bring in like a 6-year-old, you got to like think to yourself like, you know, maybe you'd like spend like $20 on like a teenage babysitter, something like that for like 2 hours. Maybe a little bit more than that. Honestly, that's like minimum wage here in California. I'd feel ripped off if I got $20 for watching somebody's fucking baby for that long. Oh, this is nice. Whoa, ho, ho. I don't know what to do here, dude. We're getting so close. Ring-osive is, you know, I've changed my mind about him. RNG Yosef, I think might be, you know, the way to pronounce that. I don't even fucking know. I don't even know. But also, he's like shit talking, and I don't know if this is the time to do that. You know, you want to get inside your enemy's minds. You know, get in their minds, get in their ass. That's what I always say. But, you know, you got to be careful about how you're doing it, because if you try either one of those too early, you're gonna be in some shit. Mike Hanchamos, dude, you just handed them the fucking game. Mike, I can't, yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Great pass. Look, man, I'm one of those assholes that's like getting inside, you know, our own players and our own game here. But like, I'm done, man. You know, when it comes to the professional leagues, man, I can't have this kind of, you know, nonsense on my team. You know, as much as I respect and adore all individuals, fuck you, Mike Hamacho or Conchades, or I don't even know, man. Just all I know is just fuck you. My unranked is now not gonna be doing so hot. Also, I'm at the bottom of the scoreboard, so maybe that makes me feel like maybe I'm the asshole here. It's quite possible. What do you think, guys? We got time for one more match? Maybe. If it's not so as hotly contested as this match was. I'm all about hot matches, but this one's like a little bit too sweaty for me. We need to get something that's more on the down low. You know, I do live in a hot state, so I know how to keep it cool. Ho! That's a rap lyric line if I ever heard one. Yo, but I live in a hot state, but I know how to keep it cool. Yo, I'ma make you drool cause you look like a fool. And we're sitting down with Rocket League, and this is the time. And don't you see that I'm the #1 player up in this bitch? But Mike Hanchamos is gonna flinch when I throw the ball at him, cause he don't know. I don't know. You know, my rap career, it is burgeoning. I think that is a word. It's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be budding. It's, you know, it's gonna be coming up. Don't you worry about that. Just put your little hand in mine, and baby, there ain't no mountain that we can't climb. Babe, I got you, Destroyer. You're doing the wrong thing. This is how the enemy gets through. I don't know why I'm treating this like a Call of Duty game, but like also, centering. All right, what do we got here? Let's do some of this. Set up the shot for ourselves. Ah, and also miss the shot for ourselves twice. Fuck, I deserve everything that happens right now with Chester McBurger. I deserve everything that happens right now. I feel so bad. Fuck. Yeah, you should feel bad too, Mr. Destroyer. You had your fucking chance. You had your fucking chance. Close one. Don't you guys be... You guys aren't getting in my head nor in my asshole. I got both things sealed up tighter than a fucking beehive before somebody hits it with their car. Well, I was on my way to like work one day, and I like drove through a legitimate... I actually ride my bike to work because I feel like it gives me great pleasure to stay in good shape. And I like... Yo, like, don't get me wrong. I'm one of you guys. I'm sitting here eating a bag of Cheez-Its, you know, in between fucking takes. Let's not be that. Oh, this guy wants to stay fucking healthy. Fuck this guy. He doesn't belong on the internet. I know how this works, man. I know how this works. Don't worry about me. I've had my fair share of sody pops before. Put it like that. But like, I don't even know what I was just talking about. I really want to start talking about Cheez-Its, but like, I really also don't want to drop a topic. I felt like it was going to be pretty informative in my lifestyle choices. But honestly, I don't even remember right now. You know, this is a fast-paced show. We say, we say and do fast-paced things. I kind of sounded like Gandalf when he like hits his head. Wow, that was easy. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. Oh yeah, not getting in my head, not getting in my ass. Oh, that's right, I ran through a beehive. On my bike, man. That seemed like something that would only happen in a TV show. I don't understand how that would have fucking happened, but also I didn't get stung. But it was like, there were so many bees there. It really felt like somebody just like took a stick and like popped open, you know, a beehive. Defending. No, not in my town, son. Okay. Alright, so now the Destroyer's got his shit down on lock, I feel like maybe we can make a comeback here. Now we gotta treat this with respect. We gotta watch Mr. Burke here, because he knows what he's doing. But also, fuck you! Oh, baby, I love your ways. That's my song for the series. But yeah, you know, I live in a hot state, but I know how to keep it cool, dog. What? Oh. I think it should be like, so I know how to keep it cool. But, you know, there is a rap career coming up. I don't want to spoil anything. But it's been a long time since we've had a MechaWill skit. Let me tell you guys, you know, I've got some raps in the work, you know. I'm not talking, like, you know, the tortilla burrito kind of raps. I'm not even talking about the Christmas gift kind of raps. I am talking about the only rap that you'll ever need in your life anymore. No more Jay-Z. No more Dr. Dre. Oh, well, that's just not on account of me. That's just no more Dr. Dre in general. All right, that was my bad, Destroyer. That's up. Nope, that's all right. All right. All right. We're all right. We're still neck and neck here. I hate that when like the ball like bounces off, well, like the ball's going around the corner and it's following the wall, but then it hits this little indent like right there and it like slightly bounces off. So it makes me fucking makes me fucking miss the ball. It happens on the occasion. I should have been able to anticipate that, but you know what? I'm not a pro player. I will be though. Whoa! Alright, I was trying to center that. Didn't really work out so well. Alright, Mr. Burke. Let's do some of this. Right over his fucking head. And then his buddy comes in. And that's where my buddy comes in. That's you, Doug. I don't want to be getting in the way. So, like, Cheez-Its, you gotta ask yourself something. Like, what up? Homie G, what up with Cheez-Its? Because, you know, Cheez-Its, they're some of my favorite, like, guilty time snack foods. I really like Goldfish as well, but I'm all about that, like, manufactured, not really cheese, but it's supposed to taste like cheese. I don't know what it is. I know it's wrong, but it feels so right. So, I've been thinking to myself, you know, I grew up in a different state than the one that I reside in currently. And in this state that I reside in currently, I cannot, that's my bad too. That's totally my bad. I cannot enjoy a good box of cheese nips. They don't exist. They don't fucking exist, man. I tried to find them, and there's just Cheez-Its on the shelf. I don't understand why that, like, I don't understand it. Like, and I talked to some people, and I was like, all right, maybe it's like everybody's been out. There's like a shortage of cheese nips or something like that. Nice shot, dog. But like, I talked to some people there, and guess what? So I was like, yo, like, what's up, dog? You know, how's it cracking? How's it hanging? And he says, always centered because of my twine, and I understand that reference. And then he's like, and I'm like, yo, but like, where them cheese nips go? And he's like, what are cheese nips? Ah, shit, I fucking kid you not. All of these fuckers have said, oh my god, that's my bad. All of these fuckers have said, what are cheese nips? They don't even know what they are. And I'm like, yo, but they're like Cheez-Its, but they're like the original, and they're like, there's been nothing else except Cheez-Its before. And I don't know what to fucking say to that, man. I don't know what to say anymore. Come on. Get it in. Get it in their minds, get it in their ass. That's the Rocket League way. Get it in their minds, get it in their ass. I don't know what it is. Like, maybe it's the region that I live in, but like, nobody I know knows what cheese nips are. And they're the fucking OG, man. They are the OG. And it's like, there we are. Let's keep this rolling. No, that was going to be it. I got a little quiet there. That was like 20 seconds left. That's going to be the shot of the game. Play of the game, dog. Yo, but slice it up. Slice it up. Slice it up. No! We're done, man. It's over. I'm with you, man. I don't normally like to forfeit, but that's it. We're done. I don't want to play with those assholes anymore either. I don't even want to look at these guys. Well, that was a little bit more of a hotly contested match as well. We did kind of go over the normal, like, 25-minute mark, but that's all right. That's okay. We gonna do that anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching the show. You know, we'll have this debate about Cheez-Its or cheese nips later on, but honestly, man, where are the cheese nips? I want to know. I want to know. Go out to fucking your family, and don't go out and fuck your family. Go out to your fucking family. Of course, they should already be here watching the show because it is a family-friendly, family-accepted show where they can sit down and listen to all of my fucking words of wisdom. Go to your family and ask them, where are the cheese nips? Go to your local state politician and ask them, where are the cheese nips? And unless we get to the bottom of this fucking unbelievable situation where I sit in the center of commerce for fucking society in America, I sit in California, the southern state, not the southern state, but Southern California, where the fucking world runs, and I cannot find one box of cheese nips, you gotta ask yourself, Bob, you gotta be saying to yourself, Bob, where are the cheese nips? You guys gotta understand, I need to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Good luck sleuthing that out. And I'll see you guys on the next MechaWill show.